Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is December 16, 2024. Here's another daily analysis of stock market, S&P 500 daily chart forming a pretty nice bullish consolidation. We got uptick today, and right now this bullish consolidation can initiate another rally potentially to the upside to 6,200. I would say that's going to be kind of like the best scenario for Santa Claus rally. Still looking for some consolidation for this week and next, and then we will get to Santa Claus rally potentially starting next week. Actually, that's going to be the area that we're looking for, a Santa Claus rally. So this year, I would say this is one of the best, if it's not the best year in the history for S&P 500. It seems like we're just getting into 30% profit for a year after last year, which was over 25%, I would say. So this is kind of like the record for S&P 500. It just if you just put your money in S&P 500 since March 2023, even if you put your money here January, I would say December 2022, January 2023. So you will see that the rally is just going all the way up to the upside, and this is pretty neat, and this is marvelous. However, I would say 2025, it's not gonna be the case. So we will get to that one later on, especially when I come up with my report for 2025 forecast. Moving on to Nasdaq, which was the leader for the upside today. So Nasdaq breaking through nicely this bearish wedge to the upside. I just come up with a calculation again today. So Nasdaq potentially can hit new all-time high somewhere around 23,000. This is crazy, folks. But as long as Nasdaq has its momentum to the upside, we should just give market benefit of doubt. And new all-time high for Nasdaq close above 22,000 today. Right now we are at 22,100. And I would say still there's going to be a potential 900 upside for Nasdaq the rest of the year, and stretching to potentially first week of January. So that's going to be the area that I'm looking at. Moving on to US 30, which is Dow. Dow still moving down to this box. So we are just getting to this box here. I would say for those folks who want to get into Dow Jones, I would say time is coming pretty soon. So tomorrow we may see initiate signal for Dow Jones long, stop loss below this pivot, and we are just gonna just long Dow Jones, because I would say Dow is kind of like getting to the level that's completing its corrective move, getting to the trend line here nicely, the third touch, and also this is hidden divergence between this pivot and this pivot, 78% Fibonacci. Everything is coming together for a fantastic reversal to the upside for a potential new all-time high, 46,000 for Dow Jones. So we'll see how it goes, but I would say Dow is pretty nice coming to this corrective zone here, to this triangle, to this box. So we'll see how it goes. Moving on to gold, which had a fairly positive today. So gold still, I would say this is going to be just a consolidation. This is, let me just clean this. So we are just getting below this wide range bar here. We are just testing this pivot here. As long as this is the area. So as long as gold is forming a nice bearish consolidation here, so this bearish consolidation can form another downside move, potentially to here, which is going to be 24 to 2,500. So this is the area that I'm looking at for gold. That would be kind of like a pretty neat signal for a long position. So still my pencil is down for gold, looking for this correction to initiate, and we will see how it goes. Moving on to silver. Silver is coming down, and we are just seeing silver is kind of like more negative side rather than positive. So this is kind of like the pivotal area that silver is forming a nice head and shoulder here. So if we break through this $30, I would say, then we can see a correction continues to the downside. My ideal scenario is going to be 26 to 27. However, somewhere around 28, there are lots of support here and here. But I would say silver getting to this area, that would be a fantastic buying opportunity. So let's wait for another one of those sharp sell-off for silver, and we will see how it goes. Moving on to crude, crude just got a negative bar today after nice rally last week. Crude is just flipping to the downside. We are in a choppy period. So for those ones who are trading this choppiness, this is good sell signal. So you can just put your stop loss here or even here and get to the sell signal. But I would say just be patient because this trend line has been broken to the upside. Still, this is very, very minor trend line. You can't rely on this. This is very, very choppy, sloppy, and crude doesn't show any kind of like a sign of a strength, or even I would say this is gonna be a weakness rather than a strength. But this could be one of these scenarios. So you see that crude is forming the same choppiness before, just when everyone is getting exhausted, then initiate this corrective rally to the upside. Or something like this, again, a nice rally to the upside. But forming right now, it's very, very bearish. So I would say it's better to be careful, even if you want to be long. Let's wait for $72. So if crude gets above $72, then you can get into long position. Moving on to individual names, starting with Bitcoin, new all-time high today. So Bitcoin got into 100,008, and that is the level that I'm just looking at for 110,000. So if we get to 110,000, that would be the scenario that I'm looking at for a reversal to the downside, potentially for a corrective move. Right now, Bitcoin is just heading to new all-time high, and I would say this rally is not over, folks. Even if we get a corrective move, potentially to here, that would be a nice scenario for another new all-time high. So um, not looking for correction anytime soon. I'm just looking for 110 to be touched. Then after that, we can make a decision. Ethereum is the same. I'm kind of like in that camp that Ethereum can hit a 46 to 4,800 before reversal. So right now, Ethereum is lagging and it is not in all-time high, but it gets to new all-time high. And when it gets there, it's going to spike up to 46 to 4,700 down the road. Moving on to the bond yield, just barely negative today. It's not that kind of like the candle that we can rely on. After rally last week and sharp sell-off on bond, today we just got a very neutral kind of like a position, which makes sense because we will have Fed meeting this week. They're going to announce their monetary policy. So we will see. If they bring the rate down another 50 basis or something, that would be kind of like a very sharp sell-off for the bond yield. It can go lower. And also it depends on the verbiage because they can just bring the rate down 25 basis. And when they bring the rate down, potentially for the verbiage, everyone is looking at for a dovish or hawkish. If it is hawkish, obviously this one is going to go up. If it is dovish, it's going to go down all the way to sub 4%. So that would initiate rally for bond, which kind of like a sold off sharply last week. Look at the action last week. It's just getting back all the way down to $90. Today we just got 90.42. So we'll see how it goes. VIX is just spiking up today, and this is pretty interesting. When S&P 500 was positive, when Nasdaq was at new all-time high, VIX was positive 6%. So this tells us something. Probably the correction is coming sooner than everyone is expected, at least for winter solstice, which is going to be next week, this week actually, this weekend. So we may see some kind of like a fireworks before winter solstice. Dollar, just a gut weakness today. It's just a choppy, a sloppy here, 105 to 107. So it can, if it goes down to 105, you shouldn't be surprised. Moving on to the magma indicator, magma just got positive, new all-time high for Apple today. So Apple got into 251. This is marvelous. This is overstretched, overbought, but overbought can be more overbought, folks. Amazon new all-time high as well. I was waiting for this correction to here to get long, but it didn't give me chance. Meta, it didn't go to new all-time high, but pretty positive. Microsoft $4.32 up, not a bad session, pretty close to double top or new all-time high. And Google, new all-time high today. Getting into pretty close to 200, never touched 200, but 198, I believe, touched. And this is crazy. Tesla, look at that. So this is going parabolically move to the upside. I'm not getting into log position just because this is so parabolic. This is overstretched, overbought, and shorting even this is going to be a suicide trade. So my pencil is down for those ones who have a share of Tesla. Good for them, not for me, just because I was waiting for this correction to here before this rally. Remember this? I was saying, okay, it's coming here for a next move. It didn't come. So we will see. Semiconductor index going higher today, but it was kind of like a mixed basket, I would say. Stocks, the same pattern here, going higher, but not all the patterns actually are bullish. Taiwan Semiconductor, $1.23 up. Not a bad session, getting into this double top, and this top. We need strong breakthrough to the upside for a new all-time high. AMD seems like it's forming the bottom here. It's just going down to this box and then getting back up nicely. So still 22 cents negative compared to Friday close, but not a bad candle though. So the candle was positive. Still, for those folks who are believing that AMD is going to be this pattern, I don't know. So if it gets here, for sure it's going to be a long position, but I'm not sure if it's getting to this deeper corrective move. Market is pretty diverged, I would say. AMD is down very badly, while Max 7 actually is doing well. So we will see. Semiconductors are lagging as well. Nvidia negative today, just 1.68% to the downside. Nvidia $2.25. So this is the area that everyone needs to be patient and looking at. This is kind of like the previous pivot, broken. Right now we are forming a pretty nice head and shoulder here. So if it triggers to the downside, I would say 112 to 120 is coming down the road, and this is going to this institutional level as well. So we will see how it goes with this name, but Nvidia, everyone needs to keep an eye on. Texas Instruments, just after Friday rally, just getting back down. Seems like forming a bottom here. This is the bottom area. This is a flag. We had a breakout to 220 and then getting back down. So this is one of those levels that I was waiting for, just touched and then getting back down. Lamb Research on the other side, very positive, folks. This is one of the stock that I have. My subscriber has it, and we are long in this pretty nice bullish consolidation. Good bull flag, good reverse head and shoulder as well. So if you just want to see different combination of bullish pattern, you should see this chart. First of all, the bigger picture is forming a bullish wedge at the end, and this is a sideways corrective move, and within this sideways corrective move we may see a spike up potentially to $88 to $90 to this area, which is supply area. So we'll see how it goes for the Lamb Research. Moving on to financials. Financials were mixed as well. So I believe that the correction needs to accelerate to the downside or finish it. XLF forming 9 cents down. If it goes down, it's going to accelerate into the downside. KBE just 32 cents up today. Not a bad session, still holding up this flag. So this area, if it breaks down, I would say this is coming down to 56 for a potential great buying opportunity. So we'll see. Moving on to the KRE, the same pattern here. The same pattern, $60 could be great buying opportunity. JP Morgan, 36 cents down here. Goldman Sachs, 85 cents up. Not a bad session. The same pattern here. So Goldman can go complete and fill out this gap here somewhere around 540. And Bank of America, 20 cents down. Wells Fargo, uptick, nicely moved to the upside. That's what I'm saying. Probably correction is over, at least for short term. for banking sector, and that could be trigger for the Dow Jones as a buy signal. Remember, Dow heavily weighted into financials. Moving on to the GDXJ and GDX gold miners, GDX first. So this is going down. Gold was barely positive, but they are down. So this is a warning sign even for gold. GDXJ, the same pattern here, 34 cents down. AEM going down $1.08. Newmont 14 cents down, and it's just getting deeper into this area. Franco Nevada 20 cents down, and gold barrick 43 cents down. So gold barrick is getting into my level, which is $15 to $16. So I'm just waiting for this one. Moving on to XLE, which is Energy Spider. Energy stocks hammered today, folks. So I don't know what happened exactly, but seems like the bond yield is going to go down, crude is going to go down, and energy market is going to just slam down. And I would say this is the final low potentially before the next rally to the upside. This is a pretty nice capitulation before the next rally. And I would say the next rally, if the next rally is coming, for those ones who are not long into energy, they would regret it. XOP, the same pattern here going down. This is a capitulation. OH, the same pattern here going down. Exxon, look at that. It's going down. Maybe we triggered a stop losses below and getting into this individual name. Individual demand area. So this is the area that I'm looking at. So 100 to 105. Why individual? Because it's freshly never touched. So this is the area that I'm looking at. And also Chevron, $4.51 down, 2.93 cents. Crazy move to the downside. This is a capitulation. And I would say if they form a reversal, that would be pretty nice. So we'll see how it goes. All right, folks, I believe I covered everything. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.